Hey, hi, how's it going? One of the things that I've talked about on this channel the most is skit creators. And I've talked about a bunch of them, okay? I've talked about a lot of skit creators, and they're all a little different. You know, they've all got their certain thing. Like there's some that act like children, and then there's others that make their skits, well, fucking retarded on purpose, okay? They do that shit on purpose to confuse you. There's people that talk with, you know, annoyingly loud voices. There's people who use a bunch of different filters, right? Like there's a ton of different types of skit creators, and I've talked about pretty much all of them at this point. So many, in fact, that I thought I would never talk about another skit creator again. I mean, personally, I thought that I had covered all the bases, but turns out I missed one, because the other day I was scrolling, you know, doing my thing, and I found somebody that, well, I'll be honest, he's got like 3,000 subs. This is a very obscure topic, extremely obscure. But the dude cannot stop talking about incest, among other things. Like, I mean, he talks about other things, but incest for some reason is like his #1 thing. Like he has a ton of skits just talking about that shit. And it's insane. Just when I thought that I've seen it all, you know, just when I thought that I've covered all of the types of skit creators, I scroll and I see this dude who's talking about like his dad. Like this one that we're about to watch, I'll just show you. Okay, I'll just show you. Wait, before we get into that, I just gotta let you guys know that me, Keyed Boy, and Dumpy have started a podcast. Okay, we started a podcast. I know, 3 white guys started a podcast. Listen, I get it, it's a little cliche, but okay, we spent a lot of time on it. Okay, we've put a lot of time into the branding, the art. We spent a lot of time on this shit, okay? And I would really appreciate it if you would just go check it out. First link in the description, click on it, check it out. The first episode is up today. So the second this goes up, that will go up. If you got a free hour, check it out, okay? All right, back to it.
Son, you are turning 18 soon. What do you want as a gift? I'm really upset that all my friends have already lost their virginity. And I have...
Okay. It's like, fuck it. I mean, we're already starting off fucking weird, dude. We're already, like, first of all, what the fuck are you wearing? Was there a reason to have a wig? Like, I don't, what even the fuck is that? No clue, no idea. Also, like, this is just a weird framing already, right? Like, son, you're turning 18 soon, so this is still technically a minor. And listen, I've watched this one before. It gets worse. It gets a lot worse. But I'm just saying that, you know, with all the information that we know right now, it's like, why was your choice to make your character immediately talk about losing his virginity? Like, it's just weird. Again, it gets weirder, but this, I mean, already, like, come on.
Haven't. I can't do that. I'm your father, after all. I think you should figure it out yourself. John's dad helped him. I don't believe it. His dad is completely normal. That's the point. He is normal, and he helps his son. Well, times are strange now. Netflix and these new norms in Disney have really...
Okay. I think you guys kind of know where this is going. And it's like listen, I'm saying this before it goes there. Where the f else could this have gone? Like, what do you mean his dad helped him? That could only mean one fucking thing. Like, the whole point of this skit is that, like, his dad's misinterpreting it or whatever, right? But how the f could that be misinterpreted? Like, that's such a... Who knows, dude?
affected the younger generation. All right, I'll help you. I knew you were a good dad, but when? Right now. Drop your pants and bend over.
And why the f is he wearing a fedora? I mean, fucking, bro, dude, that is the most fitting outfit he could have possibly worn. This dude genuinely looks exactly like the typical Reddit mod. Like, when I think of Redditor doesn't go outside, this is like the image I've got. The untrimmed beard, the fucking flannel, and the fedora. That's pretty much perfect. He's even got the face shape of somebody how we would be like, yeah, he's his kid. You know, like, this dude, I know he's playing a character, but like, really? I mean, if this is if this is what you're thinking of as a skit, if this is your punchline and you're like, this would be hilarious, I'm sorry, but I can't help but think you're kind of weird. You're kind of weird. You're weird. And again, with what I was saying earlier, like, how could this have been anything else? You know, when his son's like, hey, I need you to help me, and my friend's dad, you know, helps him, and what the fuck could that possibly mean other than that? Like, because again, the whole punchline is like he's wrong about this. He jumped the gun. Here, let me just show you the end. Okay, let me show you the end.
What the hell are you talking about? I wanted you to teach me how to pick up girls. Sorry. So, should I finish what I started? Definitely.
Yeah, and then there's that, right? So, like, I mean, f***ing Christ, dude. I get what you're getting at. Okay, I get it. I get what you're trying to do here. I understand what the punchline was supposed to be. Don't make that a punchline. Like, don't turn that into a fucking skit. Don't do that. Don't even talk about that shit. That's vile. That's disgusting. Like, what? Dude, again, with the whole, I don't know, man. I just don't think that him turning 18 soon should have been like, that just shouldn't have been a fucking plot point. That's weird. That is a minor. That's still, I mean, bro, that's still a kid. I mean, bro, even if he wasn't a minor, that's still your kid. This is just weird all around. Okay, this is all weird, but that's a weird point to keep in, you know. And also, like, why is your 17-year-old son asking for tips on how to lose his virginity for his birthday? Like, what even is the whole point of this? This every detail of this fucking skit is just gross. It's just gross. Like, none of this should have happened at all. Like, I don't get it. And the fact that I know this is not, you know, just a one-off thing. Because if this, actually, you know, I was about to cut him some slack and say that, like, if this was a one-off skit, I would let it slide, but I wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't. But I mean, I would look at him a little less like a fucking freak if this was a one-off thing and he just happened to bomb on this one. This was a terrible joke, you know. But no, this is like his norm. This is just what he talks about. This is like his typical skit. But luckily for us, he doesn't just make skit content. Luckily, every once in a while, there's a break from all the incest jokes, and he makes a video essentially giving us advice. Yeah, he does advice videos, and they're just as good as you think they are. I mean, who better to give advice than the dude who just made a skit about f***ing his 17-year-old son? I would take advice from that guy. Hey man, it's good advice too. I mean, it's great. Let me show you an example.
I am 40. What I regret that I did not do in my youth. First and most importantly, do it a lot while you're young. Don't listen anyone. Jack off as much.
So he's just a freak. That's like this guy's whole thing. This guy's whole bit, his whole character is that he's a freak. And it just so happens that every time he talks about doing some freaky shit, it's in the context of a minor. I'm not saying anything. Okay, I'm not saying a word. Look, I don't know. Okay, and this is not an allegation. Okay, I'm not saying that he's a, you know, but I wouldn't be surprised. I really would. Okay, listen, man. All I'm saying is that if tomorrow I found out that he, you know, was in a Gideon video, I wouldn't. I would understand. Okay, I would understand, and I kind of urge Gideon to look into this guy. Sue me. I mean, like literally every video this guy has posted is about a child or about him when he was a child, or a minor is brought up in every video, and every video is some freak shit. Every one of them. Like, I mean, dude, listen, man, maybe just now when he said in his youth, he was talking about when he was, you know, in his 20s. Maybe so. But even if he was talking about, you know, him in his 20s in this video, he was sure as talking about a minor in the last video. So, like, I mean, either way, the dude's weird. But maybe not all the way weird. I don't know, dude. Okay, I'm trying to cut the guy some slack. I'm trying to be as nice as I can. But like, why make this shit, dude? Like, why, bro? Why press record? Why set up your phone when in your mind you're like, yeah, the joke is gonna be that I should have jerked off more. Isn't that a good punch? No, that's not a good punchline. What the fuck? Again, if that, okay, listen, this is my advice, okay? My advice section of the video. If in your mind you think of a joke like that and you're like, hey, I should set up my phone and record a little skit of that, don't. Don't do that shit. Do not. Because this is, I mean, that's just not like a funny joke. It's just kind of weird and like off-putting. Yeah, it's like, oh, you know, instead of a haha, it's a, oh, fuck. Don't say that. Dude, I don't know. And again, on the whole point of like not recording shit like this, you should definitely not record shit like this.
You're not my son anymore. But Mom, I love you. What happens to you? I won't watch this kind of video anymore. Leave the house so I don't see you again. Okay, I'll go live with.
Okay, like, again, grand example of something to not even start. I mean, dude, like, we're already starting off weird. He's getting kicked out of his house because his mom found his porn collection. Again, okay, if you think, hey, I should make a skit about this, I'm telling you, don't. Don't do that. Just don't do it.
With friends. Hi, friend. Hi, Mom. Don't call me that. Now I'm Alice for you. Okay, Alice. Why are you doing this to me? Can I move back to you, Mom? When will you finally understand the real care of mother? I just wanted to stop considering me a mother and be able to calmly think about me during your entertainment.
What the fuck am I supposed to think about that? Is that supposed to be a joke? Is that supposed to be some like really funny, haha, dude, good pun? What the fuck? What the fuck? His whole punchline was that his mom, what? I don't even know. What was that? He gets kicked out of his house because his mom sees his, and then she calls him and is like, the whole reason I did this is so that you don't see me as your mom and you can jerk off to me? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I don't, literally no matter what way you put that, that's not funny at all. That's not even a joke. Dude, that's freaky. That's weird as shit. And how does he think of something like that? How the fuck, bro? You could literally pay me to think of like some freaky ass skit and I still wouldn't think of anything at this level. There is something wrong with this guy. There is genuinely something up with this guy. I don't even know what to say. Like, literally my whole job is to talk about shit and this has me grasping for words. I don't even know, dude. What in the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, look, I'm big on free speech. Okay, let me just say, First Amendment, big fan. Okay, and I think that hear me out. I think that most people should be able to use free speech. Some people, though. Listen, I'm not saying we should take away his First Amendment right. I'm just saying maybe take away the smartphone. If you find this dude in public, maybe he can, tell you about this idea he had of a skit where his mom wants to f his kid. Hey, listen, I'm okay with him voicing that skit in person so that he can get the live reaction of everybody who is disgusted and will tell him that he's a freak, right? Like, I'm cool with that. But the thing is, with the whole internet is that, like there's a disconnect, right? You can just record some freak shit like this, post it, and then never look at it again, right? Like, you can just go on living in like blissful ignorance without knowing that you're a freak. And I think that's a problem. I think that I just don't think that should happen. some people don't deserve the internet. Okay, some people do not need the place to post shit like this. Cause like, dude, I mean, at this point, you're making yourself look bad. You know, like my point is that if this guy didn't have the internet and he did not have the ability to make videos like this, chances are he would maybe still have these weird ass thoughts, but he wouldn't act on any of them. You know, like nobody would know. He would be a normal person, but because he installed TikTok, this dude's like, I mean, you're just incriminating yourself online. I don't even know how to move on from that. That is the weirdest shit I have ever seen. Whatever, dude. Yeah, so we're done watching his skits. Okay, we're not going to watch any more of that because they're horrible and I can't do it. But luckily for us, he also makes another type of video that it makes him look like a weirder person, if that's even possible, right? Like this just adds to the character building that is this freak. He does these videos where he essentially tries to teach you how to get in the mind of your parents. So these are aimed at kids, right? So these are aimed at children, and he tries to teach you how to like manipulate your parents. And he kind of like frames himself as like a genius. I just have to show you, it's the weirdest shit I've ever seen. I've literally never seen something like this ever in my life. I've watched a lot of shorts, and this is a new one for me.
Mom, can I get a tattoo on my neck?
Of course, I am sure she will refuse. Because if she refuses two requests, then will be inconvenient for her to refuse the third one.
Do you have a
Okay, so like you can kind of see what I'm talking about. What the What? Why are you framing yourself as like a fucking supervillain right now? This shit isn't tough, dude. I don't know. I don't know what the like, and also like this is not even a good point. He said, I know that she's gonna say no to this, but if she says no twice, it's gonna be a real inconvenience to say no a third time. No, the it wouldn't. No, it would not. It would not be an inconvenience to be like, no. A third time? What? So she can say it the first two times just fine, but then the third one, she's like, I don't want to say no again. Okay.
humor in your brain? Yes, you're right.
I agree with Mom, and her mood will be cooler than the mood of the moment of conception of you. And Mom's good mood means that she can be manipulated like a toy.
Son, it turns out you have become wiser.
Again, I feel like this guy thinks he's a super genius, a master manipulator, like manipulated like a toy. You that's again, dude, like you're just incriminating yourself online. Stop doing that. I just don't think you should ever post again. This is a huge red flag. I mean, could you imagine like being on a first date with somebody who made a video like this, and like in the middle, you just get sent this video from your friend. They're like, hey, dude, I found something about that person you're on a date with. I would run. I would fucking run. If someone I was on a date with had made some shit like this, you look like a fucking freak, dude. You look like a psychopath. Don't post this shit, man.
Son, it turns out you have become wiser. Can I have an inconspicuous piercing in my ear?
I don't need piercing. I need a second rejection to increase her guilt.
Are you like a bull whose balls are pierced? Yeah, you're right again. And you have a very beautiful piercing in your ear.
Agree and make a compliment to a person after he refused, and his ears will burn with shame and guilt.
Piercings and tattoos are reversible. Can I try something that's reversible? Men's manicure? Okay.
Yeah, so don't do that. Don't take any of that advice. Do not follow any of those steps. That shit just won't work. It won't. That's not gonna do anything, actually. You'll probably just say no for the third time and think you're a little weird. So again, did he think that was like tough? He was like a master at that? No, dude. No, that was bad advice. I don't know if you know this. I don't know if anyone's told you. That was not good advice. Don't tell people to do that. That's not a good, like, it just won't work. You kind of look like a dumbass right now. You don't look tough at all or like a supervillain. You look like a f***ing idiot. Yeah, I don't even know like what to say about this guy anymore. This guy's the weirdest person I've ever talked about. He's got incest in skits, weird advice, and like super villain-esque how to manipulate tutorials. I couldn't think of 3 worse things to have on a channel. Like he has all 3 of them, and that's all he posts. There's literally nothing else here. Yeah, he just doesn't deserve like a place to post this shit. I think he should probably be locked up. I'm gonna be honest, dude. Like, I'm not, of course, you know, he's not really incriminating himself here. He didn't do anything fully illegal, but I'm like, if this is all you can post, if this is all the shit that you're thinking about, you gotta be doing something. Like, you gotta be on some weird shit. Cause look, man, a normal person's not thinking about that shit. A normal person cannot come up with a skit where you're kicked out of your mom's house because she found your collection and then she like wants you to, I don't even want to finish that sentence. I kind of just want to move on. I don't even want to remember that as a skit. That was the weirdest thing ever. Nobody normal thinks about that. Watch out for this guy. Okay, he's doing something. He's on some weird shit. Anyways, I've got one last video I wanted to show. You know, this kind of falls under the advice thing from earlier. This one, I think this is the weirdest video he's ever posted. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, I looked through a lot of this shit. This is the worst one. This is so I don't even know how to explain it, so I just have to jump into it.
Everyone knows that girls don't fart, and it is my mission to keep girls' farts a secret. So here.
Okay, so already starting it out on some shit. It's your mission. It's a weird mission, bro. Weird mission. Okay, I mean, you look like the type of dude to have that as a mission. You know, like I'm not surprised that that's your mission, but at the same time, like that shouldn't be your mission, dude.
Here we go. A fart has 2 parts, smell and sound. Let's start with the sound. How to hide sound? First of all, never shave your chocolate eye. The hair around that eye works as soundproofing material, like in.
What the f do I even say? Like, dude, at this point, I'm completely out of words. Well, I mean, I could be like, oh, that's weird, but like, yeah, no f***ing shit. I don't think there's a single person who's watching that and being like, yeah, that makes sense. Or that's a good thing to make a video about. There's definitely f***ing not. So if I'm just like, yeah, that's weird, it's like, I'm not adding a f***ing thing. I don't know what to add. Like, don't shave your ass. That's your advice to dampen a fart. And why was this your mission to like get this point across?
Sound recording studio. Second of all, if you feel a lot of air accumulating in your rectum, you think you are going to explode, there is a trick. You need to discreetly put your hand under half of ass, as if you just decided to warm your hand, and spread the space between ass halves, like that. Just stretch it out.
We didn't need a f***ing tutorial, dude. You did not have to pull out a tomato. What the fuck? What? Literally, what the fuck? I just like, not only was there no reason for this to be made ever, it's also like, how did he think there was a reason for this to be made? Like, how the fuck does one come up with this shit? And not only that, right? Not only did he come up with it, he also gained the confidence to record it and say this stupid shit. I mean, dude, he prepped for this one. He grabbed a tomato and cut it. You don't think at any point during that preparation of you know, setting all this shit up, the thought never crossed his mind like, hey, maybe I shouldn't record this. Maybe I shouldn't make this weird ass shit. And I guess not, dude, because here it is. It's made, and it's just as weird as I'm sure he thought it was gonna be. Like, there's no way in hell he thought this was gonna be a normal thing to post, right? He can't be that weird, where he's just completely desensitized to it, and he's like, this would be normal. No chance, right? He's just, yeah, I don't know. I've got no idea.
As much as possible, because the sound is from the ass halves slapping against each other. And the main thing here is not to let air all out at once. I understand, you want to let your whole soul.
Okay, I think we get it, dude. So essentially he made a video about how to not get caught farting. And he said that this was his mission, was to make sure that specifically women Do not get caught farting. And it's, what the f, dude? I mean, even just that, it's like full stop. Don't make that. But his points were, don't shave your ass. Okay. Pull your ass apart before you fart. And like, let it seep out. He even gave a damn demonstration of how a fart makes it sound. He's over here clapping. He's like, this is how, dude. Yeah, man, I really can't, like, I can't give much to this one. This one's just f***ing weird. Like, it's, dude. Moral of the story, okay? Because I've been giving a moral to all of these, you know, the past couple, all right? Moral of the story. If you ever have an idea of some freak ass shit like this, I urge you to f***ing sell your phone. Okay, just get rid of it. Do not hit record. It's a slippery slope. Because you make one and now all of a sudden you've got a channel with like 60 skits and weird advice for how to not fart loud. It's like, it's a snowball effect. Okay, don't end up like this guy. That's the moral of the story is just don't be like this guy ever, because this guy is a f***ing freak. This is the weirdest shit I've ever seen. I honestly feel bad knowing that like just me talking about him is going to get him views. That almost feels evil on my end. Like yeah, sure, I'm talking shit on the guy, but I'm also like kind of helping him, and I just that fact, I'm like, dude, do I even post this shit like this? I don't know, dude. What a freak. Don't go check him out. Okay, this is the first time I'll say this. Do not go to this guy's channel. I might not even include the name of it. I might be a dick and just not say his name, because this should not be entertained. Okay, this should not get any kind of positive reinforcement. Don't do this shit. Anyways, that being said, sub to the channel, join the Discord, check out the podcast. Put a lot of work into it. Okay, just look at it. All right, that's all I ask. Just look at it. Anyways, thank you to my Sigma tier channel members: Elite Alien, Cubed Sphere, Diggity Dog, GRV, Scent, D-Clan Erskine, Gertline, Mark Frosty, Joe Nugget, Sweater King, Fluffy the Fat Square, and Oh Jose. All right, I'm going to bed.